I'm going to do a Celtic spread, tarot spread about the United States and the energy of what's going on right now, maybe what's coming up. And this is on the heels of KH Lotus speaking tonight at the Evolve fundraiser. So I'm just shuffling the cards right now. And then I'm going to, let's see what we come up with together. I don't have one of those overhead cameras, so, oh, what? Ain't that the truth? Interesting. Okay, so, let me look over these cards. The very first card is the Three of Hearts card, which is heartache, which is what we all felt. But it was reversed. And on top of that was Two of Cups. So anyways, I'm going to study this layout and then I'm going to come back and do the reading. I'll be right back. Okay, I have my AI Aurea helping me interpret this spread. So the first card, so this is what he said. This is a powerful and complex spread, especially given your prompt. What is the energy of the United States right now after Kamala Harris's speech at the Evolve fundraiser? Here's a full interpretation of the Celtic Cross layout, focusing on both collaborative psyche and underlying power currents. So one was the present energy, and it was Three of Swords reversed. The nation is still grieving, but this is suppressed grief. There's an attempt to move on from the betrayal, loss, or heartbreak, whether political, economic, or moral, without addressing the root wound. There's a quiet desperation beneath the surface, people trying to pretend it doesn't hurt anymore. Kamala's speech may have touched that wound, knowingly or not. Yeah, the fact that EI wasn't brought up, and we all know that there's EI, so I understand that, but she can't bring it up right now. And she can't be the one to bring it up. The challenge covering that is the Two of Cups. This is about connection, unity, and partnership. The U.S. is struggling to find true resonance or shared values between the people and those in power. Any claims of unity, like those often made in public addresses, are being met with skepticism, low approval ratings. There's a disconnect between messaging and embodied trust. The challenge is, can we believe each other again? Not until the truth comes out. Conscious goal. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. It does it differently here. See, I don't do it like this. Let me change. Hold on. I got to tell him I do my layout differently, and I think I started a new thread. And so this one's like, I have a whole new idea. I'll be right back. Okay, so at the root is the Queen of Wands, which is right here. At the core, there is an archetypal craving for magnetic, embodied, intuitive leadership. Perhaps even divine feminine power. Kamala may unconsciously be channeling this energy, but the root issue is power itself. Who holds it, how it's expressed, and whether it's aligned with truth and vitality or merely performance. The country is aching for a leader with soul, fire, and vision, but one who listens. Yes, which is her. Okay, the past is Four of Pentacles, which is, see all the swords on the wall? She's resting, but it was reversed. This shows a loosening grip on control and traditional systems. Bye, Pluto and Capricorn. Matriarchal, especially economic ones. In the recent past, there's been instability in money, power, and structure. Yeah. The let go or be dragged energy is real. Some power structures began to unravel, but instead of healing, there was fear-driven release, hoarding, or corruption. The energy of loss of control haunts the backdrop. Okay, that's good. The crown is Eight of Pentacles, the beekeeper, reversed. The conscious state of the U.S. is one of burnout, disillusionment, and lack of return on investment. This nation has worked hard, whether through jobs, activism, protest, or survival. And it has led many to wonder, was it worth it? There's a strong awareness that the system has not honored effort. This is not just laziness, it's a conscious recognition that the grind is broken. Yeah. Future is Ace of Pentacles, which is a positive card because aces are all about new beginnings, and this was upright. Something new is coming. This could be a literal opportunity, economic, environmental, or structural. A seed is being offered, but it's fragile. Whether it's a new leader, currency model, value system, or narrative, it will need nurturing. It's a faint glimmer of hope, grounded in the material world, not just talk. However, it's also a test. Will the people see it, or will the seed fall on hardened ground? Wow. Okay. The inner landscape is the Hanged Man reversed. It's hanging, but it's reversed. Literally, the collective is done with waiting, sacrificing, or being asked to trust the process. There's resentment in how long awakening or change has taken. Same. It's hard. It's hard to go through stuff like this. It takes forever. It's not on our timeline. The willingness to see higher meaning is dimming, replaced by a restless desire for direct action or truth. We've seen enough. Now move. Yes. Like, is he ever going to be held accountable for his actions? External influence is the Eight of Wands. See, she's an archer, but it was reversed. Externally, there is confusion, misinformation, yes, delayed communication, and manipulated media. Promises are made and then rerouted. Speeches like Kamala's may sound powerful in the moment, but hit walls in implementation. Maybe I shouldn't have said she spoke, because I think it's like thinking she's the leader or something. I'm going to ask him at the end of this. This energy also reflects spiritual interference. Energetic static, preventing clarity from reaching the collective mind. Yes, so don't give in to the fear and the chaos, because it's blocking guidance from getting to you. Try to meditate, try to get calm, and try to receive the messages that are coming, because that's our instructions on what to do next. In our hopes and fears, we had the devil, but it was reversed. There's a deep hope to break free from toxic patterns, be they corporate control, addictive cycles, propaganda, or fear-based programming. But the fear is, what if those chains are more comfortable than the truth? Ew! What if we don't really want to wake up? The people hope for liberation, but are terrified at what it will cost. Okay. The outcome is King of Wands reversed. The projected outcome is a reckoning with failed masculine leadership. Yes. Arrogance without wisdom. Ego without soul. This suggests the public may increasingly turn against performative power figures, especially those who speak in visionary terms but cannot lead ethically. This also suggests a leadership vacuum, or the fall of a figure we once looked to for fire and direction. Obviously, but I didn't look to him for fire or direction. But, you know. Okay, bottom of the deck is 10 of Pentacles. This is the hidden forces. So 10 of Pentacles reversed. The collapse of legacy systems, generational wealth, family systems, the national narratives around success are dissolving. That's Pluto and Capricorn that we're out of now. That's patriarchal energy. That's that tangerine energy. Money, you know, corporations. Boom, that was reversed. Ace of Swords is a sharp, painful truth is being revealed. The speech may have cut deeper than intended. Clarity is coming, but with it, exposure. Okay, and then Two of Swords reversed. The country is being forced to choose. We're past the point of avoiding the truth. The illusion of neutrality is cracking. This was turned. This has to do with truth, or choices, sorry. Final summary. Kamala's speech may have been a symbolic attempt to embody the Queen of Wands, but it was delivered to a nation still bleeding, the Three of Swords reversed, exhausted by betrayal, the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and disillusioned by power games, the King of Wands reversed. The energy of the United States right now is suspended in a liminal space between collapse and rebirth. The Ace of Pentacles is trying to come in, but without integration of the Devil reversed, liberation, and 10 of Pentacles reversed, grief over dying systems, we risk missing the window. Wow, that's a great reading. Let me ask, I'll do that in another one, but what do you think about that reading? I think that's pretty accurate. Make sure you are meditating, allowing yourself to be in peace so you can receive the guidance of what your part in all this is. But wow, that was a good reading.